For me, fashion, it's crazy. Like, I don't even feel like it's something that I like pursued. I feel like it just came to me because I've just always been so interested in it. I've loved shoes. I've loved clothes for however long I can remember. New York for me was just a city that I connected with. It was very fast paced. I'm used to that. I'm originally, from England. I'm used to the city. I'm used to moving around without a car. And I connected with one of my friends. He's a super huge stylist, and he, would talk to me about things that I was interested in. And he's like, "Hey, man, like the first place you want to go to is New York."
I realized her passion like at an early age. She was always interested in mixing like different cultures and different ideas, and she'd always kind of pick things from here and there. And she always had a really badass sneaker collection, and I never really wear sneakers, or never used to wear sneakers as much, until she would be like, "These are some really dope pairs," and I'd be like, "Okay," because I was always like a heels girl. But the way that she's influenced others with her passion for this, for Risha Noir, I think is the reason why it's going to be successful, because it's just open and inclusive.
Risha Noir to me is a brand that cultivates and creates and includes other people, and we collaborate. So eventually I would love to have musicians and different creative directors, artists. I mean, it's going to be a full brand, collaborative brand. So right now it definitely is just a clothing brand, and I'm working with another creative director on the brand. But yeah, it's just a movement for me. It's just a culture movement.
We actually met at one of Megavision's events. It's owned by Guillermo, and he was holding an event for different creatives to showcase their work and really get to put themselves out there. It was held in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and she was one of the creatives there. Funny enough, her stuff was the only thing that I was really paying attention to, and it was all sold out, so I couldn't even buy anything.
I don't make myself to scream, "Hey, I'm different. Hey, I'm this." It's more so, this is how I am as a person, and I feel like everyone accepts me for that. And I feel like when you start to kind of get away from what is actually being done and actually being created, and you start looking at my personal life and what I do personally, then it takes away from the brand, and it takes away from fashion.
In this day and age, like, if you honestly can't be open-minded, I don't think you can be successful. I think that her being a part of the LGBT community is what's really going to drive her business, because she's never been afraid of who she is, and I think that's what this brand stands for. So it's something to me it's only going to help her.
I wouldn't say I use my sexual orientation too much as far as anything to do with fashion. I wouldn't say I just design for a demographic in general. I think I just design for people. I've had different people purchase different items, so I won't say that it's just for anyone super specific. I feel like it's for all ages, all colors, all types of people, especially people that love fashion and that have no boundaries, because it is going to be a unisex brand. So it's just really for people who have no boundaries. I would say starting your own business is very challenging. You definitely have to know what you're doing. You definitely have to know and meet the right people, financially ready. It's something that I'm happy that at least I've worked for very great brands where I understand, what the business structure is, from brands from, Ralph Lauren to Louis Vuitton. Like, I've been able to see, like, hey, what it is to make a timeless product. And I think for me, it's just been very difficult trying to understand that and kind of like bringing that up in my own way for my own brand. I would say a lot of it also is being on the East Coast and not having so many production companies like other people do, like on the West Coast. That would be, I would say, my hardest task as far as my brand. For now, it's been a lot of my own money. We do have someone that's like interested in the brand and that we're talking to and working some things out with, but a lot of it has been just me definitely just like putting money into it, making different items, and then it growing from what, you know, I've produced, what people have purchased, and kind of just reusing that into making greater and better things. I'm a person, and I feel like my work should show who I am. I'm not here to convince you because I'm a woman or because I'm a man or what the situation is. It's just like, I feel like people look into that too much and they just don't work as hard because they feel like, oh, I'm gonna get it because I'm this sex, or I'm this color. And I feel like we shouldn't have those boundaries. So for me, I wouldn't say that is something that I focus too much on. I feel like I'm more about creating, and that really is just, I would say, my orientation is creating.